got back. And I think I'll be going for Quark's endings before I have to go for work. Then, of course, after work, I'll be returning for Luna's. And tomorrow, wow. Oh boy. I don't know if I'll be able to fit all of the last route in tomorrow night. Depends on if I want to sleep, I guess. I don't really have a choice, do I? There's only one thing I can do. I'm going to choose Ally.
You'll die!
Oh, you never know. Just because Dio told us to ally doesn't necessarily mean he's going to pick Betray. Oh, yes it is.
Do you really think a jerk like that is going to choose Ally if he doesn't have to?
Oh, he's gonna choose Betray.
No. No way! He's got 6 BP right now. If he picks Betray, then he'll have 9 points!
Oh, what about you?
Huh?
Got 6 BP too, right? If Dio chose Ally and we chose Betray, then you'd have 9 BP. I'm gonna go with Betray first.
No, that's not... I didn't even realize that until you brought it up. I'm just trying to tell you that Dio is going to pick Betray. That's who
Of course he is. Yeah, of course he is. I'm trying to tell you that I've made up my mind. That's who I am. The only choice is Ally. The only chance we have to get that medicine back.
That's why Dio called you an IG. What makes you think he's going to give us the Accelavir, even if you do what he says?
Maybe he won't, but I can guarantee that he'll destroy it if I pick Betray. That's who he is. Well, I'll be going with Betray first anyway.
Me, then I guess I don't have a choice. I'll be pushing that button.
Huh? Before I realized what was going on, Clover ducked past me and ran toward the voting machine. No, you won't. I'll be picking Betray anyway. No! Stop! I snatched her by the arm and hauled backward with all my strength.
Ow!
Sorry. Guess that was a little too hard, huh?
Hey! What do you think you're doing? You can't just throw a girl around like that.
Well, you're the one who tried to trick me.
But you're gonna die! Dio's going to kill you!
No, I won't.
You can't do this! I don't want you to die.
10 seconds remain until...
Thanks. It means a lot to hear you say that, Clover. Gave her my best reassuring nod and turned to face the polling machine.
3, 2, 1.
I'm gonna Betray first.
Round 2 result. Thank you. Ambidex.
Clover and I walked slowly out of the AB room. Dio glanced over at us as he exited his own room. I looked away before I could make eye contact.
Sigma, why? After all that...
Stuff you said, yeah?
It's not like I'm criticizing you. I think you made the right decision.
Sorry.
You don't need to apologize. I think I would have chosen Betray if I was in your position. We'll find another way, alright? We just have to keep an eye on Dio. As soon as he gives us an opening, we take it. And I'm sure Alice will help us too.
Did you tell her?
It's okay. We can trust Alice. There's no way she told him. Anyway, let's go check the results.
Yeah. Betray ally. Ally, ally. Betray. Betray. Yeah.
Results from round 2 of the ambit. Please check your brain.
Yep.
Hey, what the hell is this?
Sorry, I decided to choose betray.
Oh, so you don't care what happens to Quark?
What kind of a cold-hearted bastard are you?
Jeez.
Please, just give it back.
Hey, Sigma, what are you talking about?
We found the Excelsior in the laboratory.
And Dio stole it. What? You
Oh my
lost it
god!
right now?
Jeez. If I had started it just right now, then I wouldn't have had to worry about that. But I didn't know it would happen, so... whatever.
Nah, I don't have it.
What you talking about?
Well, I won't have it in about 2 seconds.
The moment the words left his mouth, I knew what he would plan to do. No! Don't! I leapt toward him as I spoke, but it's already too late. Dio snatched the vial out of his pocket, brought it up. And threw it to the ground.
No!
You bastard!
What are you doing?
A promise is a promise. If you'd chosen ally, this never would have happened. You want to blame someone? Blame yourselves.
Ugh. I'd had enough. Something snapped in my brain. Bastard! Ah! I let out a guttural roar and leapt forward. Only to be stopped short by a firm hand on my arm. It was Phi.
Hold it.
Why are you stopping me?
Because this isn't the time for that.
Huh? What do you mean this isn't the time for?
Look at the number 9 door.
True, Kay. Kay was indeed standing in front of the door. And not like we can fucking stop him. What is he?
No!
9. His BP is 9.
What?
Tell me we were all running toward Kay and the number 9 door. Well. Okay, what the hell do you think you're doing?
What am I doing? Well, that should be obvious. But if you insist, I am attempting to leave.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I assure you, I would do no such thing. I am perfectly serious. After a rational assessment of the facts, I have concluded that this is the wisest course of action. What is currently our highest priority? The answer is, of course, to save Quark. He must be taken to a hospital as soon as possible. For that to happen, one of us must escape and call for help. Currently, the only one of us capable of doing so is myself. That is why I intend to escape.
And leave us all behind.
Unavoidable, but as I said, I do intend to call for help.
Couldn't you have at least waited until the next round? Then you could have raised Quark's BP to 9 and taken him with you.
And what would happen if Dio was Quark's opponent in the next round? I have no illusions about what Dio would do. This is the most logical choice.
The number 9 door has been opened. It will remain open for 9 seconds.
Wait! Where's Alice?
Ah, yes. Alice is in the AB room. She has collapsed, but you needn't be concerned. She is only sleeping.
Oh no! What did you do to Alice?
You will need to ask her yourself. I must take my leave.
Hey! God damn it! Wait!
You charged at K. But the larger man easily sidestepped him and tumbled nimbly through the door just before it closed.
The number 9 door has closed. This ends the nonary game. Thank as the escape, please.
Okay. Game over. All right. Skipper. Ally. Clover and I stepped out of the AB room. For several long moments, we just stared at one another. Words weren't necessary. Everything she would have to try to tell me, I could already see in her eyes. Let's go. I turned and headed toward the results screen.
Sigma.
I heard her behind me, her voice barely louder than a whisper. The choice was already made. I stood up straight and kept walking. Betray, ally. Ally, ally. Ally, betray.
Results from round 2. of the Ambidex game will now be displayed. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
What?
Sigma's BP is...
Negative.
Suddenly all eyes were on me. I felt their weight, but stood my ground. It was the result I had expected. I took a deep breath and closed my eyes. I didn't have to wait long. There was a sharp, quick pain in my wrist, barely even noticeable. I couldn't feel anything flowing into my veins, but I knew it was there. First would be this anesthetic superrail. I blinked, and my vision started to blur. When I tried to think, it felt like my mind had been stuffed with cotton. My legs began to wobble, then gave out entirely as I crumpled to the floor.
Sigma! Sigma! Hang on!
Hey!
Sigma! Get up!
Sigma!
Oh no! Oh no, oh no, oh no!
Trying to open my eyelids was like trying to lift sheets of lead. My eyes had lost the ability to focus, but I could make out a blur that had to be Dio in front of the number 9 door. Damn it! Don't keep your promise. God damn it! Groaned and with a Herculean effort lifted my head and then my sluggish body off the floor. Every step was a battle, and whenever I shifted my weight, my muscles threatened to give out again. But somehow I forced myself ahead, a single thought burning in my mind. I would reach Dio. Then, at last. The smudge of color faded into a recognizable person. I threw out my hand in front of him. Give it back. Give me the medicine.
Give it back? Don't act like it's yours. Aren't we supposed to share everything we find here?
I don't care. Just hand me the medicine.
What are you talking about?
We found the Excelsior in the laboratory.
And Dio stole it.
What?
You mean he has it? Right now?
Yeah. So?
I kept my promise. Now you. I wasn't a fool. I knew the kind of person Dio was. There was a chance he wouldn't give us back the Excelsior. If he didn't, then I'd die with my hands around his throat. Oh, yeah, understandable. Then I gathered as much of my mind as I could and got ready to attack.
Fine.
Not quite what I'd been expecting.
Here.
With a shrug, he pulled the vial out of his pocket and tossed it toward me. I caught it and pulled the tiny glass bottle to my chest, worried I might drop it. The label said, unmistakably, Excelsior. It was the real thing. Silver, take it. I held it out toward her.
Right. Of course.
She quickly tucked it into her pocket. Good. At least Quark will be alright. With that, the last of my strength left me. I dropped to my knees.
Sigma, are you okay?
Sigma!
Sigma!
I guess this is it.
First, is this over real quick? I guess you can.
9 minutes. Once the Soparil was injected, I had 9 minutes until the muscle relaxant followed it. About 4 minutes had already passed, which left me with 5, give or take. "5 minutes, I would be dead. What could I do in 5 minutes? How could I save myself? Heh. I gave a raspy, quiet laugh. Even with death staring me in the face, I seemed to be determined to struggle right up until the very end. Okay, Sigma. You can do this. Clinging desperately to what little consciousness I had left, I racked my brain for any possible solutions. How could I save myself? How? There had to be something. Every problem, no matter how difficult, has a solution. There's always another option. Helplessness is a state of mind. I just had to think. Think. If there was a way out, I'd find it. I wasn't ready to give up on life yet. There had to be an answer. Here we go.
Sigma, what's wrong with your hand? There's something white on it. The structure of the bones in your arms isn't anything close to human. Your arms are cybernetic.
Yo, what the hell was that? I have cybernetic arms. It was both shocking and utterly obvious. Of course my arms were artificial. Titanium alloy bones with an ABT exterior to mimic human skin. But I had no idea why. Nor did I know when my human arms, which I distinctly remembered having, had been replaced. And that flash of Luna I'd seen, I was certain it had never happened. Those things hardly mattered, though. If I survived, I could worry about them later. The fact that my arms were mechanical, however, that might be useful. I called up all the strength I had left. Did one more time. What are you waiting for? Why don't you open it already?
What?
Did I stutter? Open the number 9 door.
Sigma, what are you saying?
Looks like you finally gave up. Whatever. I was just about to flip the switch anyway.
Then hurry up and...
Hey, don't rush me. Okay, you've got 9 BP now, right?
Yes?
Well, what do you say? Want to come with?
I will remain here.
Why?
I cannot abandon Sigma.
Don't worry about me. Go. You have to get outside and call for help.
But
Do you think Dio will? He's the only one who gets out of here. There's no hope for the rest of us. You're the only one we can count on.
I understand.
Great. Glad we got that settled. Shall we go?
No! Stop!
I began to move, but it was already too late. Dio grabbed the lever and threw it down. I assume he used the door to remove the arm quickly.
It will remain open.
It's been fun. Peace.
I promise to call for help and return as soon as I can. Please, do not give up hope.
Yeah, I know. Just get going already. But just you, okay?
Huh?
As Dio turned to look at me, I crouched. Then, calling on every last bit of strength my wearied body could supply, I launched myself toward him like a cold spring. Oh shit. Is he gonna get crushed as well? As well as Sigma's arm? I slammed it into his legs, knocking him into the floor and wrapping my hands around his ankle before he could get back up. Yeah!
What are you doing, you bastard? The door's gonna close. Let go. Let go, goddammit! Let me go!
He lashed out with his free leg at my head, shoulders, and arms, but I held on. I ignored the pain, tightening my grip with every blow.
Hey, what the hell is this shit? Why are you doing this? I kept my promise, didn't I?
Yeah, so did I. As far as I recall, it didn't say anything about letting you escape.
What? Shit! Stop screwing around, asshole! I have to get out of here. I'm not going to let my sacred mission get fucked up by some self-righteous idiot.
Yo, he had just revealed himself. Dio began to pull himself along with his elbows, bit by bit edging closer to the exit. He was headed straight through the door, but the gate was already beginning to close. With only a few feet to spare before it shut, he crawled across the threshold beyond the door.
Sigma! Stop! That's enough! Please, you have to let go!
The
No.
door's going to shut on you if you don't let go.
That's fine. Heh. Alright. See you later, Dio.
You're an idiot right up until the end, aren't you? Just hurry up and die! You senile old fuck!
No. I'm going to live. Off with the arm! Yeah, I knew it! I was like, he's gonna get it crushed in the door, isn't he? Yes. Yes, he is. He did exactly as I thought.
The number 9. This end. Thank you. As the game is over. Escape, please.
The announcer's voice grated at the inside of my skull. I felt tired. So very, very tired. I felt my eyes flutter closed. And then nothing. But he's alive.
Sigma! Sigma! Finally awake, huh?
Where am I? I rubbed my eyes and slid my legs off the bed to stand up. Without, of course, the left arm, but hey. Well, to be honest, it was an examination table, but not a bed. Which meant... infirmary, huh?
I guess they carried you out here after you passed out.
Yes?
Well, I wasn't there to see it. I was out just like you. But I was in the AB room.
Why?
That bastard K. He punched
Huh?
me in the stomach. I
Oh.
can't believe him. He didn't want me voting,
Well.
so...
Whoa. And after he knocked you out, he voted betray, which brought his BP up to 9.
Yes.
And so, where is he now?
On the other side of the number 9 door. With Dio.
Yeah.
You told him to go, remember?
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Is your arm okay?
Arm?
I heard what happened. Cybernetic arms, huh? Can't say
Yeah.
I'm surprised. I was starting to get a feeling something was up with you.
I looked down at my left hand. Well, or rather, I looked down at where my left hand should have been. Instead, there was a stub, wrapped in white gauze. I told myself I'd do anything to get the cure, even if it meant letting Dio betray me, but I had a feeling I might come to miss my hand. Ah, that's Quark.
I'm right here.
Huh. He's alive. Quark. Man, I'm glad you're alright. Feeling better?
Yep. Thanks to you.
Yeah.
You got the medicine from that jerk Dio, right? Luna gave
Yeah.
it to me, and now I'm better. Thanks. You're the best, Mr. Sigma. You saved my life.
It seemed they'd shared stories while I was asleep. Everyone knew now how I'd made a deal with Dio, and about the journal we'd found with the Latin in it. Clover and Phi seemed to have done most of the talking.
It was completely the opposite of what we guessed. We're not infected. The rest of the world is. That means this place isn't a quarantine facility. It's more like a shelter.
Well, we don't know anything for sure yet. I thought the same thing you did, but then Sigma pointed out a couple of discrepancies.
Yeah. Phi and I have already gone over it, but I explained what I'd noticed. 1. If we were in the shelter for uninfected people, why had Quark been infected? Any place designed to keep a virus like that out would have a lot of safeguards to keep anything from getting in. Had the virus really bypassed all those measures? It didn't seem likely. 2. The timing of our abductions and the pandemic's outbreak was strange. It would make sense if we'd been rescued after the disease had become widespread, but that wasn't what had happened. First, we'd been abducted, then the pandemic had broken out. 3. We didn't know why Zero had to put us in the Nooner game. If we were survivors he wanted to protect, then why would he try and kill us? If we were in a shelter, why wasn't it safe?
Well, what about this? Maybe someone anticipated the pandemic. I don't know who. Probably Zero. Anyway, they grabbed us before the pandemic really started. Then they put us in the shelter. But then, after a while, he got bored, so he decided to have us play this game to kill time.
Who on earth would make people he rescued play a game where they could die just because he was bored?
Well, we don't actually know if there is poison in this bracelet.
What?
You're the only one who's gotten injected so far. And when you did, it was only Soparil.
What are you saying? That what I did at the number 9 door was all pointless?
No, that's not what I mean.
That can't be it. I'm sure there's tubocurarine in the bracelets. The Atom's analysis confirmed it.
But what if the Atom is lying?
If you're going to do that, then we don't have anything to base any speculations on. You could say that the newspaper article was fake, or that the Latin journal wasn't real.
Or the journal was real, but my translation was a lie.
You made it up?
My translation was accurate. I'm just making the point that once you start talking about this stuff being fabricated, it doesn't stop. I don't think Zero is doing this just to take the piss out of a lime.
What?
I was just trying to stress that I don't think Zero would do this to pass the time.
How do you make that mistake?
However, I do think Clover has half a point.
Okay. I actually have enough more time than I thought I remembered.
This pandemic. That part seems reasonable.
Well, if the virus was spread on purpose, then I could see how that might make sense.
Yeah. It's not
So
like
they have
Leo put all the
2-ish
animals on his
hours
ark
after
the
this,
flood
so that means...
He went around before the rain started falling to gather them all up.
that I might actually go down this path to get through the green door at the very minimum. Then perhaps get the bad ending, maybe. If I have enough time for that, of course.
Right?
Are you saying that we were rescued because we're all that's left of humanity?
We were brought here because someone knew there would be a pandemic that would turn us into an endangered species? Does that mean we're supposed to repopulate the planet?
What the fuck? Populate? I looked around it and did a quick inventory. No. Too few people. For genetic diversity. 4 women and an old man and a kid. Of course, myself. That meant I was the only one young... You think that, Sigma. The population, huh? That didn't sound so bad, bro. If that was the case, maybe there wasn't any reason to escape, bro. If the newspaper and the journal were right, then the world outside was crawling with deadly virus. Why would we go expose ourselves to that? This would mean this would be the safest, happiest place on Earth. Happy? Safe?
The game's over. There's no point to any of this now.
I agree.
No, that's not true. The game might be over, but we've still got a lot of unanswered questions. In fact, we've got even more questions.
So, are those answers going to open the number 9 door again? It's all over. Why we're stuck here doesn't mean shit. The 8 of us aren't leaving, ever. That's all that matters.
8?
You're including the old woman?
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? What if the old lady is Zero Senior?
Yeah, you're right. You never even considered that.
But that would mean the person in charge of all this was murdered by somebody. That doesn't make sense. Maybe she wasn't murdered. Huh?
Are you saying she was infected with Radical 6? And killed herself?
But we didn't find a knife or any kind of weapon in the AB room with her.
Maybe she was killed somewhere else. And then someone carried her in there.
What? That's ridiculous.
Well, maybe we should go take a look at her one more time. Maybe we missed something.
Sure, okay. I looked down at the body of the old woman. I was the first to move. Quietly and methodically, she began to examine the woman and her clothes. I just stood there. Even if she was dead, no, especially because she was dead, I just didn't feel right touching her. After a few silent minutes, Vi suddenly stopped. She pulled something from one of the old woman's sleeves and held it out toward me. The card.
Looks like an ID card.
Kurashiki.
Since it's got her picture on it, I'd say it's a safe bet the card is hers.
Huh. Looks like her name is Kurashiki. Kurashiki. Ever heard it before?
Nope.
I have. Now, anything on the back? Pass equals Jumpy Doll. Says
Well,
Jumpy Doll.
Actually, it says pass equals Jumpy Doll. So I'm guessing Jumpy Doll is a
Jumpy?
password of some
What
sort.
the fuck? Jumpy. What the hell does that mean?
Beats me.
It's handwritten. Must have put it on here herself so she wouldn't forget it.
Yeah.
We were still looking the card over when I heard a commotion from the other part of the room.
Alice, what's wrong?
Do I have an email? No. Okay.
Alice!
Uh-oh.
Oh no!
What are you planning to do with that?
Well, Find Eye turned around and gasped.
Damn it.
He ran to the other end of the room and skidded around at the partition. Right. Alice is the next one to fall under. Right. There stood Alice, her hand wrapped tightly around the scalpel. She didn't seem stable. Her eyes were flat and hollow. Her face was an emotionless mask. She was not well. The look on her face was all too familiar. Quark. She looked just like Quark had before he went insane. That meant...
Goodbye.
Her hand moved, lifting the scalpel up high in the air, and driving it down toward her heart. Oh shit. Oh. Well. I think we have enough time for at least the puzzle of the green door. In Luna's path, Luna's route. Alright. And we've basically already seen the fucking credits a lot. Oh my god! Why? Alright. There we go. And now, all the way up here. With a green door. Green door. Green door. Alice, Luna, the green door.
Right.
I'm coming.
They both took off for the door, and I followed behind at a run. I glanced back over my shoulder in time to see the others head into their respective doors. Dio and Kay ducked into the red door. Just as Tenmyoji carried Quark through the blue door, Clover right on his heels.
2, 1, 0. Chromatic door.
Doors closing. Okay, so maybe this time we're going to the Golem Bay.
All three doors
Golem
seem to be
Center.
locked.
Golem Bay. Golem what?
That's unfortunate.
What is this thing here?
It looks like the device next to the number 9 door.
Why don't you try pulling the lever?
Yeah, it should be the Golem Bay. Might as well. Huh? It's a door on the right. Oh yeah, we're going to the Golem Bay this time. Let's go. Huh, that doesn't make sense. Why would just the one on the right open? How do you open the other two?
You're probably just overthinking it. That door opened. That means we're going through it. Bring it on. Don't go soft on me now. I'll leave you behind.
But maybe I'll have enough time for Luna's bad end for all I know.
Come on, Sigma, let's go.
To the Golem Bay. Let's go. What's it? What is
It
this
is
place?
kind of confusing, isn't it? What is it for?
Well, I think it looks like some sort of workroom.
If you say so. We should split up and search it.
All
We
right.
need to find key cards with moon symbols on them, right?
Yes. They should be somewhere in this room.
All right. Let's get to it. All right. All right. Radio. The heck is this guy? It's an Egyptian mummy. What? Any way you look at it, it's a robot. Then maybe it's a robot? There's no maybe about it. I can't imagine it's anything else. You're kidding, right? That's insane. What do you think it is? Just a well-made mannequin. Chevron block. What is this? It feels kind of greasy. Maybe it's oil? Hmm. Anything else? Yeah. There's a white jacket in here. Looks like there's something on the label. Name tag? Harold. White jacket, huh? Oh, look, there's something in the pocket. Another chevron piece. A binder. There's a single piece of paper in here. Looks like a list. What? Why? I just thought you might be into that kind of thing. But what? I don't know what you're talking about. See? Bullseye. Look at you, all bashful. You can't be cute when you're embarrassed. Alright. Another chevron piece. Oh, there's a lot of stuff here. Blue battery. Toolbox. It's got a key in it. Huh? That's odd. What is it? This key. It obviously goes to this keyhole, but it won't turn. Can you get it out? Let me see. Okay. Poster, huh? It's a little unsettling. It's a clue. Yeah, let's take it. Whoa. Anybody else feel deals yellow all of a sudden? No, that was just your imagination. Yeah. Alright, whatever. What the heck is this? I have no idea, which makes it pretty useless to us. I could... How about this? Maybe if I put this rusty key in the oil. Then I put it in. Maybe. Just maybe. Yeah! Guess it worked. Lock's open. Yeah. Let's have a look inside then, shall we? There's a bunch of stuff in here. Maybe might as well have a look then. Silver key. Tablet. Doesn't look like it's going to open. It's probably locked. I don't see a keyhole anywhere though. I have a key here. Yes, it worked. Now open it. Hold on, no need to rush me. Now, combine this with this, this with this, and should be able to do this. Yes, it fits perfectly. Did you just hear a noise? Yeah, from the middle drawer. Little one, huh? What are you doing? Close the drawer. The handle. Nice. Which this goes to over here. What's this thing? It's shaped like a star. Maybe you need to put something in it. And it's something that's shaped like a star, I'm assuming. Maybe that wheel you found. Don't give me that. You're holding it right now. The other end of the shaft looks like it would fit in there perfectly. Why don't you give it a try? Yeah. Yes, perfect. You think you can turn it? Yes. Yeah, give me a sec. What will that do? Oh, what the hell? Something's coming down from the ceiling. These are. Those are. These are? Those are? Oh. One of them has underwear. Boxers. Oh my god. It looks just like the one thing on the table. Robots. What? One of them did have boxes. What the fuck? Anyway. Give me that. Thank you. Anything else? No. Anything over here? I don't see anything. Oh, yada. I don't care. I don't see anything else there. So... desk with some drawers in it. Some drawers. There's a PC monitor and a keyboard on top of it. The power cable? I think so. Maybe you can connect it to something with an electrical socket. Have you seen anything like that? Sigma? Got an antenna. Do you think it could be radioed? Why don't you try turning it on? I think it runs on batteries. There's an electrical socket on the outside here. Oh. Maybe. Computer monitor. Nothing's on it though. Perfect. Nothing on the monitor. Nice that we plugged this radio in, but what do we do with it now? How do you try tuning it in? Tuning it. You need to adjust it so it's picking up at a specific frequency. Maybe it'll hear something. Exactly. If we get really lucky, maybe it can pick up transmissions from the outside. Alright, I'll see what I can do. I don't know yet. Huh. Oh. Combine with that. Combine with that, and that. Oh, hey, the power's on. It's showing something. An authentication screen, maybe? Probably has some sort of security lock. I don't know about that yet. Ball of detergent. Herald. 11010. 11010. Harold. The name tag must belong to a Mr. Harold. There's also something written on the back of it. Yeah? Perhaps I do. Harold. 11010. No? Or just Harold. No. There's a button. Doesn't this button seem suspicious? Yeah, most of the buttons are boring or just incomprehensible, but this one speaks to me. What does it say? Come on. A big red button on a plate with black and yellow stripes? It couldn't scream, "Don't press me," any louder if it said, "Don't press me" on it. Is it a self-destruct button? Maybe the moment we press it, we'll hear a soft hiss and then the room will start to fill up with poisonous gas. But if it launches a missile? I don't know. That seems a little... Yeah. Could it be a button that activates all the robots? Interesting about all of them suddenly waking up, trying to look at us with dead human eyes, suddenly beginning their inexorable march forward. We'd never survive if they all attacked us at once. Ah, there's the one with underwear. This one's wearing boxers. Yeah, looks like it. Why'd a robot be wearing underwear? Maybe he's hiding something. Hiding what, though? Like a diary or something? Why the hell would you hide a diary in your crotch? Okay, well, maybe he's got a hose or something. Oh, damn. Wait to cut to the chase there. Whatever, we'll know as soon as we get them off. Remove these shorts of obfuscation and let us gaze upon it, the so-called hose. You're getting a little too excited about this? Alright, here goes. I haven't done anything yet. He's still decent. Besides, when you covered your face, you opened your fingers as you could see it. So you could see it. How old are you? Ah, you two are driving me nuts. Let's take them off. Huh? Hey, yeah. Nothing. Well, maybe. There will be something. Now what? Ah, so you sucked them in detergent. You shouldn't have any problems with that oil now. Oh. Okay, here goes. And wipe up the oil with the boxes, right? Yeah. Okay, go for it. 120V. Looks like it's clean now. I wonder what this is. There's something written here with that the oil was covering up. A0 is no. No, you're reading it from the wrong angle. 120V. Aww. Anything else holding anything? No? Okay. Now there's this thing. This came down with the robots, right? Yes. It's got a pipe running out of it toward them. I have a feeling that means there's a connection there. Okay, let me give this a try. Oh my god. Oh. I need... Means I need 15 more. So I should go this way. Now, just 5 more. Or, if I route it through oh my god. Need 10 more. Perhaps 5. No. Then I can't do that. Means I need 15. Oh my god. Means I can't do that. 5 more there. I can't do that. Can't do that. I need 30 less. $15 less. I think I'll just be trying. I think I'll just be, okay. Okay. Down. Right. Down. Left. Down. Right. Down. Right. Up. Right. Up. Right. Up. There we go. I was like, perhaps if I... Yeah, I was like, I'm not going to continue trying myself. Oh, you're amazing. I've fallen for you all over again. What? Power distribution complete. Reboot sequence complete. Please press the power button located on the console. Whoa, what was that? I'm not sure. Better do what it says, though. This thing. The announcement just now was about this button. Are you guys ready? I'm gonna push it. Yes, I am ready. Same here, go for it. Alright. And there. Did it work? Ah, look. Their eyes. Eyes. Oh. One of the robot's eyes is glowing red. Okay. Right. Neither. Both. Right. Left. Left. As for those ones. Both. Right. Right. Neither. Left. Right. Now what the hell do I do with... Oh. Let me see that frequency list. 11010 400. Goes 6 3. That goes 3. Was 6. Oh, 5. That one goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this one is on the third, kind of second one. So I need to get over to here. We're already at 1, so we need to get to 3. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. With a base 9. Base 9 need to get to 3. Out of a multiple of all this. Means I need to get to, let's say, 21. How do I get to 21 out of this, then? Out of 4, of course. So let's go 3, 3, 3. No, won't work. 5, 5, 5. Wait, no, that won't work. 5, 5, 10. There we go. What? What was that noise? Look. Monitor. Reacted to the noise from the radio and turned on. Some kind of voice recognition system then. Looks that way, yes. There's something on the screen. This is... I think it's a blueprint of this room. Okay, so... So it's showing over here. I assume that was... a sketch of the room. Shown there. Which means it would be over there. But that means that I already did that portion. Huh. Hmm. Oh, okay. Okay. Archive. Rough sketch of the room. This. 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 On. A. C. O. N. O. S. F. N. O. Perhaps it's the opposite way then. S. C. C. E. Hold on. No, I did it right. Or I got it right. Yeah, got that one right, but I got the other one completely fucking wrong. Of hope. Which of course would be the solution for over here. And I'll just, you know. Good, Sigma. Got through the login. Beacon of hope. How optimistic. Sure. Look at the screen. Is this the password for the safe? And I won't even bother with trying to find the other one, so. Reminiscence. Screen's changed. Huh? Different. Alright. Now to get to the safe. Huh? There's a button up here. And maybe you should press it. Here goes. What? What? Look! Its eyes! They're glowing red. Does that mean it's on? This is safe, right? Sun, star. Completed. There we go. You did it. Good work. Hold on. What's with that? What's the attitude? No, never mind that. Let's just see what's inside. Secret. Golem. The golem is an anthropomorphic creature from Jewish folklore. Golems are made from clay and will obey any orders given to them by their creators without question, although they tend to take instructions very literally. The golem is created by performing a holy ritual, then kneading the clay into the shape of a person, chanting a spell, and writing the Hebrew word emet, truth, on the golem's forehead. Erasing the E changes the word to met, which is Hebrew for death. Doing this deactivates the golem. One of the golems is found in the Nonary game facility. He is discovered lying on the maintenance table in the golem bay. His product ID is GTMCMGOLM. He asks to be referred to by Blastbit, which is, of course, golem. Much to his surprise, this ends up being pronounced like golem anyway. On a side note, GTMCMGOLM stands for Golem Type Male, Cockney Model, number GOLM. Chinese Room. The Chinese Room is a thought experiment developed by American philosopher John Searle. Searle? To contest some of the ideas about artificial intelligence. The experiment itself is explained in more depth in the game, but the general idea behind it is to pose the question, do intelligent responses indicate actual understanding? Searle contests that a computer could be programmed to respond intelligently in conversation with humans, so much so that it would seem to be human itself, but that it would not necessarily, or perhaps could not, actually understand what it was saying. Of course, this raises the question, how can we know that human minds are not, in essence, Chinese rooms? Can we really say that we understand the things we say, or are we just simulating understanding? And then the Turing test. The Turing test is designed to gauge a computer's ability to exhibit intelligent behavior. First developed by British mathematician Alan Turing. The test has 3 participants, a human judge, a human subject, and a machine. The judge engages in conversation with the human and the machine. And if the judge cannot determine who is the machine and who is the human, the machine is considered to have passed the Turing test. When Fi mentions that perhaps she and her companions have been captured to perform a test, she is referring to the Turing test. Supplementary AB rules. Golem. An acronym for General Purpose Autonomous Labor Electronic Machine. Golems are robots developed and sold by an American corporation called Hephaestus Systems. And some of the units in this facility, however, have had their software significantly enhanced by Zero Senior. A portion of them have also been given ABT created by Zero Senior. Incidentally, ABT is short for Artificial Biological Tissue. Golem's story. The point. The gist of Golem's somewhat rambling explanation is that the center of thought doesn't necessarily have to reside in the body. In the case of Golem, the self clearly resided in the mainframe and operated the body remotely. Since a self-aware robot could exist this way, he theorized, what would prevent humans from doing the same? Humans are actually being controlled by an outside force, and is there actually any such thing as free will? That thing, which I should be getting after this, right? Save just in case, so. Moon, sun. Alright. There we go. Oh, it opened up. It opened again. A lot of stuff in here. That's good, isn't it? Better than having nothing, at least. Let's go through them one by one. First we've got map. It says floor B, and the map we found in the lounge said floor A on it. Well, we took the elevator down to get here, so blah blah blah. Keep going. There's still a lot in there. These must be the key cards. And what's next? Looks like a note. There's that. What's this thing? It looks like some sort of plug or key. I'd guess you insert it into something and twist. Do you see anything in here that it could fit into? Even if we did, does it really matter at this point? What? Looks like... Look in the safe. What's the last thing in there? Key. Is that the key to the exit? I'm pretty sure it is. You can get out now. Awesome, let's... Wait, what should we do about the plug? Fine, I guess I'll hold on to it. I doubt we'll need it, but you never know. Sounds good, let's go. Alright. The lock for the door. Alright, now it says lock. You guys ready? I'm gonna open the door. Go ahead. I'm all set. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Alright.
Now, up, Governor.
What the who the fuck? Who the fuck? Was that you, Luna?
No.
Then Alice?
You honestly think a voice that coarse could come from a throat as fine as this?
Then
Oh yeah, that was me, mate. Oi,
who the
over here.
who the hell?
What is that?
Oh my god.
Blimey, that hurts. Ain't right for a fellow's back to feel like this.
It's a robot.
And it's talking.
With an accent.
Can't help it, Flower. Didn't choose to talk like this, not by half. Now, Alice, darling, do I rightly recollect you characterising my speech as coarse? Why, that's right cruel it is. You really think I asked for this?
British.
See,
They've got a British robot.
What you call them, personality. Some tosser thought they'd give me this one. It ain't right, I tell you.
So what the hell are you?
Cooper.
You're a barrel maker. I'm an astronaut.
Right you are, my old son. Right you are. Well, go on, have a butcher's, mate. What do I look like to you? Robot, you say? Well, nearly there, but they call us golems round here.
Gollum?
Oh, I've heard of golems. They're sort of monsters, I guess, from Jewish folklore. They're made from clay, and they look like men.
Ah,
They're
close.
supposed to do whatever their master, or creator, or whatever commands them to do.
Well, aren't you a clever bird? You are, of course, correct. The golem of myth is a clay creation that moves under its own power. Our spellings are might different, though. The original blokes are spelled G-O-L-E-M, but me and me mates are G-A-U-L-E-M. That's an acronym for General Purpose Autonomous Labour Electronic Machine. The truth to tell, it's a bit rubbish when you write it out all like that. But I figure they wanted to make sure they had the golem thing in there, you know? What with us being robots and all.
So, should I just call you Gollum?
That don't seem quite kosher. After all of me mates here are golems too. I couldn't very well call all of you lot human, could I?
What should we call you then?
Well, we've all got a product ID, and they're unique. I figure that's as good a name as any.
And your ID is?
GTM-CM-G-OLM.
That's
Whoa.
way too long. We can't remember that.
What? You taking the mickey out of me? Never had a problem myself. Right then, let's just use the last bit, shall we?
G-O-L-M?
Gollum.
Come on, man. That's just Gollum.
Well, I'll be buggered. Can't say I ever noticed that before. Sure it's a strange coincidence, isn't it?
Alright, Gollum. You said Alice Starling a little bit ago, right?
What? A gentleman can't say something nice to a pretty young bird, eh?
No, I don't care if you call her darling. What I'm saying is, you called her Alice. How did you know her name?
Oh, she ain't the only one of you lot whose name I know. I know who you are, Sigma, and you too, Luna.
Huh.
I I'm right familiar with all 9 of you.
How?
You don't know? Oh, they got cameras all over this place. Well, then again, the lenses aren't much bigger than a screw. And they're all in the way. So I suppose I can't really blame you for missing them, huh? Now, as I was saying, there were these cameras, you see. And all of the data they record gets sent off to the in real time. So, I just gave the main core a ring, got those videos, and now I know everything you've done.
Then...
Does that mean...
You're Zero Junior?
Cool, blimey. Are you bleeding serious? Oh, you gotta be off your box if you think I'm young Master Zero. The young master is a right proper AI what supervises all the electronic bits and bobs in this place. My humble self, and those with the misfortune to be like me, are more akin to computer terminals who are merely borrowing a little bit of the central core.
So golems are kind of like Zero Junior's servants?
No, not quite, Governor, not quite. I'd say me and me mates here are more like arms and legs, right? Now, you lot don't have brains in your arms and legs, do you?
Of course not.
Right you are, missus. You'd be all sorts of nasty if your elbows and that lumpy bit on your ankle was all packed with brains. Well, we're like your arms or legs. The golem's seat of consciousness, so to speak, ain't in the head. The fact of the matter is, it's not anywhere in the body. Which makes a fellow wonder, where is it?
In the mainframe?
Spot on. So that part of me what thinks is in the mainframe. Everything this here body sees and hears and what have you, that all gets sent back there. Then the mainframe does some sort of computery jiggery pokery and comes up with some decisions, and those decisions beget commands. Now those commands are sent over the wireless like whoop, 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 and eventually my body picks them up. Finally, those commands cause actions what move the various bits in my body. That's why this thing's like a computer terminal, you see. The body's just an output device of sorts. If we were talking about one of them personal computers here, you could say a golem's kind of like a monitor, right?
Huh? Oh, wait a minute.
True.
Then wouldn't that make you part of Zero Junior?
Well, I suppose you could say that. What with us sharing the mainframe and all. But I don't know shit all about this game he's running. That part of the mainframe's locked away from the rest of us. I'm an independent core. Zero and I are 2 different blokes. You recollect what Golem stands for, huh? I'm autonomous.
But if that's the case, your hands and feet analogy doesn't really make sense. My arms and legs aren't autonomous. They don't just move on their own.
You sure, Governor? I watched you cross your arms just now. And now you're frowning and your forehead's getting all wrinkly. Did you do these things on purpose? Well, when you crossed your arms, were you thinking, right then, let's cross them, shall we? Curl on down then, mouth. Oh, and eyebrows. I'd be much obliged if you'd squeeze in a bit. There's a good pair of blokes. That's what you was thinking, innit? No? Didn't reckon so. I figured you did all of that subconsciously. Ain't no man on earth who says to himself, feeling a mite nervous, I'll just twitch me leg around a bit, you know? Who's thinking real hard about something and says to themselves, well, I think I'll just give the old loaf a scratch, that'll help. How's about when you reach for your tea? When you turn a page in your book? Or what about when your eyes just go straight for the pair on that bird you fancy? Yeah, the list goes on, me chums. But all of those things are your subconscious at work. True, when part of your body does something, it's because your brain said so. But that don't mean your conscious mind is involved. Fact is, it can't be. If your brain had to deal with all the piddly bits of living, it'd make you balmy. That's how us golems and a young master get along. You got it all sorted now, chums?
Then you're saying that Zero Junior is the central part of the mainframe, And the golems are like his hands and feet?
Righto.
Hmm.
Blimey. Guess I shouldn't be talking about such heavy rubbish, eh? My shoulders are all stiff.
You're a robot. How can your shoulders get stiff?
And you said your back hurt earlier. Are you just messing with us?
Yes, I did. And no, I ain't. Me back is a right mess, it is. Last maintenance check, they just left me here. I've been on this bed here for years.
Huh.
The lubricant for me joints is all gummed up. Every time I move, it hurts.
But why did you wake up again after all this time?
What do you think, Dove? 'Cause you lot turned me on is why. Especially that other missus over there.
Hmm. Oh yeah, that button on top is safe.
Right you are, Governor.
Can you come with us then? The others need to see this.
No, I can't. More's a pity. I can only go as far as this cable here will let me. I've got internal batteries, but they're knackered. Matter of fact, that's why I was here for maintenance in the first place. The same goes for these other blokes too. Of course, they ain't connected to a power cable like I am, so they aren't going anywhere anytime soon.
I see. So, you aren't going to answer my question.
Huh? What question is that?
I asked you how your shoulders can get stiff if you're a robot.
Right, so you did. Not sure why you've got to bug up your arse about that particular issue, though.
Well, I mean, I guess it's not really important, but... just curious, I suppose.
Curious, are you? Oh, that's a good word, that is. A good, powerful word. The kind of word that will set any robot's heart to flutter. Let's get you sorted then, shall we? Just lend me your lords and peers for a tick. So, how can a robot get stiff shoulders? And what does pain mean to a robot? Tell me, Guff, you ever heard of the Chinese room?
Without waiting for an answer, Golem launched into its explanation. Somewhere, a pretty young girl is trapped in a tiny room. The door of the room has a slot at a number of Chinese people outside the room can use to slide strips of paper to the girl. The pieces of paper are questions written naturally in Chinese. Fortunately, the young lady has no idea what the questions say. But then how could she? She's never learned Chinese, apart from a Hong Kong action movie or two in college. She's never even heard of it. And so for this unfortunate young lady, each note looks like nothing more than a bunch of strange symbols. Before she was locked away, she was given an order. Specifically, she was told to write an appropriate response to each question she received. Slip that answer back through the slot. Once the Chinese questions begin to show up, however, she finds herself at a loss. Oh dear, she says to herself. Why? I can't read these at all. Whatever am I to do? It is at that moment that she spots a bookshelf. The bookshelf is filled with thick books. Upon examining them, she discovers that they are some sort of Chinese phrase books. They have no explanation of what anything means, but show Chinese responses to Chinese questions. I suppose to use these? Questions keep coming. More and more and more of them. He finds a set of characters that correspond to the set of characters on the paper. Curly writes out the indicated response. How's it going? It's awful. Please get me out of here. Are you hungry? Yes, I am. I haven't eaten anything since breakfast. Here they give her twice cooked pork. Are you full? Yes, although I don't think my stomach liked it very much. You have a boyfriend? Yes, I'm dating a reggae dancer. Then when was your first kiss? When I was 14. He was a grade ahead of me in school. Now, what color of underwear are you wearing? Black. What's the first thing you're going to do when you get out of this room? Beat the stuffing out of whoever's sending me these questions with the pan you cooked with that twice-cooked pork quin. All these questions were written in Chinese. Answers were also written in Chinese. All the young lady did was accurately copy the symbols, the phrase books onto the slips of paper with no idea what any of it meant. No, she doesn't have a dancer boyfriend. In fact, she's never even kissed a boy, also wearing white underwear. Anyway.
Yes?
Is there any particular reason this girl is, pretty? Or why we need to know what color underwear she's wearing?
Can't say there is. Just tickles me fancy, I guess.
Huh?
And the prettier the bird is, the more fun the story is, isn't it?
Exactly.
What?
What?
Right. Well, what I wanted to say was this. All them Chinese blokes outside the room didn't know nothing about them books what she had. So it follows that they would have thought whoever was inside was Chinese, just like them. See? After all, far as they can tell, they're having a nice little chinway with one of their countrymen.
Okay, you interesting, but what does that have to do with your shoulders? Or what, feeling pain?
You thick? I feel pain when my body's having a spot of bother. Well, hold up, mate, this ain't right. We keep this up and we're buggered. If things go really pear-shaped, we'll be brown bread. So says the central computer to itself, seeing that things are a bit bollocksed. In the interest of extricating my body from this unpleasant predicament, the mainframe sends out a signal over the wireless. And my software interprets that signal as pain. And I stop doing whatever daft thing I was doing. It's the same, innit? Just like the Chinese room.
Huh.
So you're saying the robots feel pain differently than humans, right?
Use your loaf, missy. You listen to a word I said. A human feels pain when you do something you shouldn't, like sit your bum down on a tack, right? Same thing for us robots.
Huh.
If you feel like being clever about it, there ain't really that much difference between a human and a robot.
Ah, Lord.
Forget all about that mainframe and signal bombs. And us golems ain't that different from the bird in the room.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
How do you know humans ain't the same, just without all the electronic-y pony, huh?
Alright.
What if, when someone asks you a question, all you're doing is pulling out the right answer from some sort of phrase book in your brain? Ain't no way to prove that, of course, but far as I can see, there ain't no reason to. I mean, it's all the same, innit? If you're actually a thinking creature, or if you're just some kind of language processing machine. All what matters is if the person next to you does what a human ought. Looks like a person, acts like a person, and talks like a person, then it's probably a person. You want to live a normal life? That's all you need to know.
Hey, can I ask you something?
Lay it on me, Governor.
Why'd you stop us?
Ah, right you are, mate, right you are. Got so carried away I near forgot. Haven't seen anyone for yonks, and I got a mighty excited as all.
Just spit it out.
Right. Well, there was something I wanted to tell you.
What was it?
Patience, darling. Now, I know I might look a bit out of sorts at the moment, but I ain't really supposed to. Same thing for the rest of the blokes here. Fact is, the reason we look a bit like skeletons is because we are a bit like skeletons. There's this special artificial biological tissue, what's called ABT. When a golem's all new and shiny, you've got a nice suit of ABT over that metal skeleton. Makes us look right human, it does. Even feels like real skin, with pores, a little bit of hair, and a few pimples, scars and the like. Truth to tell, I doubt you'd be able to tell the real from the fake, even if it was right in front of you. See, right in the middle of...
Command
Uh-oh.
violation.
Uh-oh.
Rogue processes detected.
Uh-oh.
Product ID GTMCMGOLM.
What?
Executing emergency deactivation.
What's 7?
Unit GTMCMGOLM. Now inactive. No other rogue processes detected in additional Golem platforms. Returning to surveillance mode.
Well then. Did Zero just shut him down?
It looks like it.
Damn it.
I wonder what he was trying to tell us.
See, right in the middle of...
Right in the middle of what?
An ambidex gate has been opened. 45 minutes remain until ambidex game polling closes.
What the hell?
Someone on the other team must have opened it.
Shit. Why would they do that?
We have to hurry.
Right, let's go. Ah. Well, pushed through the magenta door and ran into the warehouse. There stood Phi, Dio, and K. Hey, what the hell, guys?
Why did you open the AB gate before everyone got back?
I apologize. We only turned away for a moment.
Dio opened it.
You got a problem with that?
Of course we do.
Why? I don't remember us all promising we wouldn't open the thing until everyone showed up.
This isn't about promises. Are you stupid or just an asshole?
Probably both. We were able to get back here in time. But what about the others? And Myoji, Quark, and Clover are still out there somewhere. What were you planning to do if they didn't get back in time?
Nothing. Why would I have to do anything? Didn't you hear the voice? Anybody who doesn't get back in time to vote just gets their
Bro.
vote automatically set to ally. It's pretty straightforward to me.
I'll be right back. Alright.
What if they don't get back in time? They'll all get set to ally and all three of them will get 2 BP. Sounds like a sweet deal to me. Tenmyoji's only got 1 BP. I figure he'll be pretty happy to get 2 more. And that'll put Quark and Clover up close to 9. So that's not too bad for them either.
Bro.
In other words, they...
Didn't you guys find a note?
What? What's this?
We found it in our safe. Read it.
Not vote, both then, in other words, 1 person out of every color group of 3 has to vote. What the hell, man? This wasn't in our room. Back me up here, guys.
He's right.
There was no such note in our safe.
Oh, well, damn. That's a bummer. I'd never have opened the gate if I'd known about this.
Really?
Of course.
I'm worried about the others. If time runs out,
They'll be penalized. Yes.
Alright.
I know.
Quark is part of that team. Maybe something happened with him.
He seemed a little off before we headed into the chromatic doors.
This is bad.
Hey, wait a minute. Where's Alice? He was here just a minute ago. Took me only a moment to spot her. She was several yards away and kneeling down to look at something on the floor. She was looking at I couldn't tell. I was about to head over and see what was going on when they finally came back. Whoa, hey guys.
Has Quark been here?
Did something happen to him?
He disappeared.
Disappeared? What do you mean?
I mean, he's gone. We can't find him anywhere. When was the last time you saw him?
We were heading back here.
Tenmyoji and I went into the lounge, but Quark didn't follow us.
We turned around and started calling for him, but...
When he didn't respond, we ran back the way we'd come.
And you couldn't find him?
Right.
We thought maybe he just hadn't seen us go into the lounge.
So we checked the crew quarters and the infirmary.
But he wasn't there either.
Alright. We need to split up. If we can't find him in any of the floor A rooms, we'll move to floor B.
Okay. I need to go tell Alice. You guys go on ahead.
Right, you do that. Hey, Quark! Quark! He's not here. I checked both rooms.
He's not in the other 2 either. There's no one here.
Imogene and Kay are in the lounge, and Dio and Luna should be checking the infirmary.
Right. Okay, let's leave that to them and head to floor B.
You went through the red door with Dio and Kay, right?
Yeah, so?
What was on the other side of that door?
You want to see it?
Yeah, maybe Quark went there.
Fine. Follow me.
This is
The pantry.
pantry.
That drawer over there is stuffed with processed food. Wasn't half bad, actually.
You ate it?
There was some paella, nasi goreng, schnitzel, yukejang, borscht, and tom kha gai. Oh, and I ate the chef's pasta too.
That's a lot of food.
Can't help it. I'm a growing girl.
How old are you?
20, I think.
Whoa, 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 just stop. I don't even know where to start here. One, by the time you hit 20, you're done growing. Two, you think? Should be old enough to know how old you are. Three, how on earth are you 20? Look like you're 13 if you're a day. Can't believe you're only 2 years younger than me.
Now that's funny. You must have done a lot of drugs to look like that at 22.
Oh, give me a break, you little punk.
Don't call me little. I'm an adult, you dried up asshole.
Gah, fine, whatever. This place has enough food to keep people alive for a few years, huh? Looks like this stuff isn't going to expire anytime soon.
Yeah, the use-by date is about 100 years from now.
How about water?
There's a tank over there. It looks like they're pulling it out of some kind of well.
Is it
Well,
safe?
since Dio isn't rolling around on the floor in agonizing pain, I'm gonna go ahead and assume it's okay.
You made him drink it to make sure it was safe?
I guess you could say that.
So you ate all the food without a second thought, but the water struck you as possibly dangerous?
No, I was careful with the food too. Dio had some of it first, and it seemed fine, so I... Oh, I almost forgot. I ate something else!
What?
Twice cooked pork!
Oh. Oh, for God's sake. Why the hell are you shouting about that? Wait a minute. Twice cooked pork? Well, that just reminded me of something.
Reminded you of what?
This might seem hard to believe at...
Bullshit.
Come on, at least let me tell you first. Alright. I explained how we'd found a room called the Golem Bay on the other side of the green door, and how we'd met a robot there named Golem, who told a very interesting story.
I see. So the Golem guy was turned off just when he was about to tell you something. So
Yeah.
the last thing he said was, see, right in the middle of... Right in the middle. Middle could be from Middle Kingdom, which is another name for China.
Well, this was utterly pointless.
Really? I don't think so.
Please, explain.
Maybe he was trying to say that this game is like the Chinese room. In other words...
Aww.
Sigma, Phi! There you are. I've been looking all over for you.
What's going on?
Something bad. Something really bad.
Well, come on, spill it.
Alice.
Oh, Alice is dead again. She's dead again.
Come with me. She's
Well.
in the crew quarters.
Yeah, she's dead again. What? No, this isn't real. All I could hear were Zero's words echoing in my ears. Your heart stops, your bracer comes off. If you've never been in turbulence, it's hard to explain. You feel the sudden alien weightlessness of a long fall, and for just a moment you're painfully aware of the fact that you are thousands of feet above the Earth. A flimsy machine made by fallible men, kept aloft by a scientific principle that nobody actually understands. If you've never seen a friend dead, it's hard to explain, but it's still a little like that. I knelt down beside Alice's body and pressed a shaking hand to her throat. No pulse. Her skin had already turned pale. The thing in front of me looked like a human being, but it wasn't being a human any longer. Why had this happened? I knelt there for several long moments, staring blankly ahead. My throat burned and my chest was tight, but I forced myself to take 3 progressively calmer breaths and stood. I clenched my fists, took one last breath, and turned. Who found her first?
Me. I was looking for Quark on floor B and couldn't find him. So I came back here and... well, you know the rest. Hey, what's that look supposed to mean? You better not be thinking I did it.
Well, suspicion often falls on the first to discover a crime.
Fuck that. She'd already been murdered when I got here.
How do you know she was murdered?
What? Come on, it's obvious. She's got a knife sticking out of her chest. Does that look like an accident or a suicide to you?
How do you know the weapon was a knife?
What?
All you can see from here is the handle. For all you know, it could have been an ice pick or some kind of tool.
Well, yeah, I guess that's true, but I mean, come on. Who wouldn't look at that and assume it's a knife? And it's not fair to suspect someone just because they happen to be the first one to find the body. If you want to be like that, then the last person to see Alice is the person you should be looking at.
Who was the last person to see her? I need to go tell Alice.
Bro.
Go on ahead. Alice, why? This wasn't supposed to happen. You promised me we'd catch them together. Don't do this. I can't
Clover.
trust them anymore. It could have been any one of them. They killed you, Alice. I can't forgive them for that. I'm going to get revenge. I'll find out who killed you. And I'll...
Hey, Clover.
Shut up! Don't you talk to me! I'm sorry, Alice.
Her voice shook as she spoke. Before anyone could say anything, she turned around out of the room.
Wait! Clover, come back!
Timmy took off in pursuit, and I made to follow when...
It's pointless. Even if you caught up to her, she'd never tell you anything. Think it through. There are 2 possibilities. Either Clover killed her, or she didn't. If the former is true, then I doubt she would confess. If the latter is true, then I imagine she'll be just as reticent. After all, Alice and Clover seem to know each other. In fact, they seem quite close. It seems safe to assume that Clover is currently very suspicious of all of us. I doubt she would open up to anyone right now.
You seem pretty calm. Did you do it?
Not again. Well, if you really want to suspect me, please, go ahead. I'm beginning to feel rather accustomed to it. I would ask you to consider my motive for killing Alice. Specifically, the fact that I have none.
Well, yes, but none of us do. None of us have ever met Alice before, right? So why would we want to kill her?
You are correct. But only if the murder had a motive beyond, well, murder.
What do you mean?
Do you remember when we found the old woman? It seemed clear that her killer was Zero Senior, and that they were one of us. There is every reason to think the same person murdered Alice. Perhaps this person plans to kill us one by one. Perhaps the entire nonary game is just window dressing. Perhaps the only reason we are here is so that Zero Senior can kill us at his leisure, in a world of his own creation.
Why would anyone do such a horrible thing?
Presumably, because they enjoy killing. Zero Senior seems to be rather disturbed.
Hold on a minute. That doesn't mean they're one of us. There could be a 10th person hiding out somewhere.
No.
Well, why
There's
not?
No way Zero Jr. wouldn't notice that. And if he did notice, I really don't think he'd just let something like that slide.
But isn't Zero Jr. just an AI without a body? What could he do?
Maybe. But Zero Senior has a body. You think they'd really just let a 10th unwanted participant just run around murdering people?
Well, what if the 10th person is Zero Senior?
Not possible. At least not so long as we assume Zero Jr.'s statement to be the truth. Do you remember? He made it quite clear that the real Zero was one of us.
I thought about what Kay had said. The killer was Zero Senior, then who could be the killer? Dio? No. Luna? Nah. Well, Kay, perhaps? Or maybe Clover. There was also always Semioji. Spy, maybe. No, it couldn't be her. I had been with Spy the whole time we were looking for Quark. There was no way she could have slipped away to stab Alice in the chest. Wait a minute. There was one person I'd forgotten. Quark. It seemed like a bit of a stretch to think a kid could kill someone of Alice's size, though. That meant there were 5 real suspects. Dio, Luna, Kay, Clover, and Tamioji. Or had Quark gone.
10 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes. All players, please enter your votes.
Well.
If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
Apparently Zero doesn't feel like this is worth stopping the game for. A blunt but effective way to make the point.
What do you mean?
We should get to the warehouse. It seems clear he feels no compunction about killing us, should we disobey the rules. As such, I recommend we follow them.
The others filed out of the room. I turned to face Alice. Alice, I'll find out who did this to you. I promise. I felt my stomach settle back into its normal configuration, and the fire in my chest bolted the icy hand from my spine. Stood up straight, gave Alice one last nod, and walked after the others, leaving my regrets lying on the cold floor. Well.
Hey, look. 2 of the AB gates are closed already.
Probably Tenmyoji and Clover.
Wasn't he a pair? Doesn't Quark need to go with him?
As long as one person in each pair is there, it should be okay.
Sharing their destiny, huh?
Pretty much.
That's good news for you, Sigma. After all, you're a pair, but your partner is... well, I'd rather not say.
Yeah, I know.
Good luck for you, huh, Luna?
What? I don't understand what you mean.
Well, if Alice was still alive, you'd have a hard time choosing Betray. She only had 1 BP left. If you'd picked Betray, you could have killed her. Of course, that's not really a problem now.
Stop that, Dio. would have chosen ally regardless. I mean, Sigma's going to be my opponent, and I trust him.
Really?
Now this is interesting. If one of you guys picks Betray, we are gonna get a show.
Dio!
Ignore him. How do you and Phi plan to vote?
You even gotta ask? Ally. Of course. Right, Phi?
I don't know about that. It's a difficult question.
What?
Well, if we choose ally and Kay chooses the opposite, then he'll have 9 points. He can go through the number 9 door whenever he wants. But it's not as simple as just choosing Betray either. If Kay decides to ally for some reason, then you'd end up with 9 points.
So we should both choose ally. Seems easy to me.
You're planning on betraying me, aren't you, Dio? As soon as you go through that door, it will be only the two of you in that room. I've no doubt you could overpower Phi, if you had the desire to.
Oh, give me a little credit. No one has more gentle points than me. You think someone of my stature would resort to violence? The nerve.
What?
This is just a thought, but why don't all of you promise to choose Betray? Then you wouldn't have to worry about anything. If you knew the other person was going to betray you, you'd have no choice but to do the same.
True.
That seems pretty negative for you, Luna.
I'm sorry.
Nothing to apologize for. We appreciate your suggestion and we'll take it into consideration. But unfortunately, I don't think it's a very good idea. See, my goal is to beat this game.
But Phi...
Maybe that wasn't the best way to put it. When I say I want to beat it, I mean defeat it. Completely. I want to get us all out of here. We haven't beat the nonary game until we're all out of this place. I guess we won't all be getting out anymore, though.
Oh, you mean Alice.
Yeah. At any rate, all of us choosing Betray every time is hardly ideal. We'd never escape.
Then what are you going to do?
Kay needs to choose ally. It's the only way.
How will you make sure I do that? I have no guarantee that she'll choose ally as well.
Would you do it if I could give you that guarantee?
Well, yes, I suppose so.
You promise?
Yes.
Good. Let's do this. Dio!
Huh?
There's someone behind you.
What?
Huh? The one Dio turned his head. Phi was off. With seemingly superhuman strength, she leapt through the air, across the room, and through the abbey gate. Oh my god!
What the fuck? You bitch! God damn it, Phi! Open this
Holy
fucking door!
shit. He pounded on the door, screaming, but it showed no signs of opening again.
Fuck!
He gave the door one last slam for good measure, then ran to the next open one.
Invalid pair detected. Please retry with valid partner.
Ha!
Members of a pair cannot vote in separate rooms.
What? Why the fuck not? This is against the rules. How am I supposed to vote?
Ha!
This is bullshit.
I see. This is how Phi can guarantee her choice. Dio can't vote now, so the chance that Phi will choose ally just went way up. After all, if you pick ally and she betrays you, then...
Dio will have 9 points.
Exactly.
Don't you think Phi might be worried that Kay will break his promise? After all, if he can be pretty sure that Phi is going to choose ally, then...
You needn't worry. Her plan is very clever. I will definitely choose ally.
Hmm.
2 minutes remain until polling closes.
We don't have much time left. Let's go.
Okay.
Right.
Sigma? You are going to choose ally, right?
Yeah. Sure, maybe. No, not right now, though. We both have 5 BP right now. Even if I did betray you, I'd only get 3 points. That's not enough to escape. So I'd have to wait until the next round anyway.
Oh, I see.
Make sense?
Nothing. Never mind.
Huh?
Anyway, you promised. You have to choose ally.
Right, I will. Alright.
Seconds remain until polling closes.
I shall be saving right here then. And I shall be ending the stream. Yeah, then next time I'll be finishing up Luna's route. And then if I have enough time, I'll be starting on the final route. So, I shall see y'all next time then. Goodbye.